This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
So two shots at the line for Henderson. First one is good. Bombers are perfect at the line still. Amazing.
I would make this, I would consider fouling, maybe not. I would, yeah, you know, force Booker T to shoot a tough one. Because I don't trust the rebounding enough.
It's scary, yeah.
On a missed free throw. But you need to stay with him. Don't foul, but whoever handles the ball, stay with him. And just try to force as tough a shot as you can.
Free throw's good for Henderson. The Bombers stay perfect at the line. 3 seconds for the Hornets. Harris feeds off to Mitchell. Mitchell shot the buzzer to tie it. Rolls off!
They
the
did
Midwest
it!
City Bombers win the title! The gold balls painted black and gold. Midwest City wins it.
First state title in 17 years for boys basketball.
Wow.
All right, that video you saw was from the Middale Facebook page, so I hope they don't mind that I borrowed it. The audio you heard was Josh Calloway and myself announcing Midwest City's 69-66 win over Booker T. Washington in the 5A state championship game. Yes, believe what you saw. The Midwest City Bombers are state champs in boys basketball again, and we look forward to talking about that here on the Middale Sports Report. First, we want to again thank Buffalo Wild Wings in Del City for hosting us. Buffalo Wild Wings, you can support your favorite Midwest City, Del City, or Carl Albert winter sports team that's still going on until March 31st, including, of course, Midwest City boys basketball. And also, when you come in, buy their wonderful food, show them the appropriate digital card, and that team will receive 10% of your proceeds. Also, make Buffalo Wild Wings your place to watch basketball this season. The Sooners played earlier today. We got March Madness next week. The Oklahoma City Thunder are in action a lot as well. So, as well as OU women's basketball, of course, they are conference champs. So, a lot going on at Buffalo Wild Wings. And they have a new sauce, a new flavor they're introducing, honey garlic. So, I can't wait to try that later tonight. We also want to thank a Midwest City alumni who supported this show. That's Channing Chamberlain and his business, Tooney Buys Houses. At Tooney Buys Houses, they buy homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call us today for a cash offer at 405-931-3046. Okay, we love celebrating state championships, and we get to do one that I'm very excited about here, as, of course, the Midwest City Bombers are your 5A boys state champion, and I'm happy to talk to their coach, Torrey Noel, and some of their players. We'll get some more players in here and coaches as well. All right, Coach, I mean, what have these last few days been like, just getting to soak all this in?
It's been crazy, man, like phone ringing, social media going crazy. Haven't been able to get back to everybody. So it's a little overwhelming, but, man, I'm very happy with the results Saturday. So it's big time.
Well, let's go ahead and take a close-up of this trophy here. In my opinion, maybe it's because I'm biased towards basketball, this is the best-looking trophy in high school sports. I mean, and you have to be you have to really enjoy this thing right now, right?
Oh, yeah. It's huge, man. It's bittersweet. I've been on the other side of this, so just seeing this it's a different feeling.
So where's this trophy going to stay at? Once we stop passing around so much, where will its final destination be?
It's had a few different places to stay, but it'll be in the locker room, man. That's our boys won that, so we're gonna put that in the locker room.
All right, and of course, another thing that you guys get to add is a banner up there. Do you know, will that be at the start of next season?
Yeah, we'll probably hang it up. We may hang it up soon. I don't know yet. I haven't really thought about it, but yeah, it'll be out there where people can see it. All
right, and then one more thing you get to do, and I forgot what it was, but we'll talk about that. I'm sure we'll come back up here. Your journey, man, this team's journey. And I'm just even thinking about when I started doing the game against Guthrie. I didn't do the first 2 games of the playoffs in El Reno. Was a bit of a challenge for sure. So respect to them. But the drama of the last few seconds against Guthrie, where you're finished tied in regulation, tied in overtime. Collinsville, 1-point win. Carl Albert, 2-point win. And then Booker T, 3-point win. I mean, a lot of drama. What does it say about your team to be able to win those clutch games?
Man, it says a lot, man, because early on in the season, we'll have games where we'll kind of go up or win by double-digit points, and we're able to get all the guys in and things like that. And then when we come to playoffs, we have some close games, you know, because we've been battle-tested all year, depending on when we're playing, like the tournaments and stuff like that. But as we went into our long stretch in the second half of the season, some games where it wasn't really that close. So for us to go into playoffs and win these close games, it says a lot about our team.
And Booker T, you were down by 13 a couple of different points in that game in the first half, and you're down by 8 at halftime, and you guys were better in both third and fourth quarter. And what do you attribute that to?
Just us being in those type of games, like seeing Guthrie, man. Like Guthrie was probably the craziest game I've ever coached. You know what I mean? And we played about 10, 11 guys, and they fought. We was down 12 a few times, so we've been there before, man. But I just found out that Jarvis Nash went into the locker room. Him and Brandon, this one on this side, was kind of chewing some of the guys out, trying to get them going at halftime, and I think that seemed to work.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's a team that there's good leadership on for sure. Let's look at some of the pictures, and then we'll talk to a couple of the players. We'll talk to quite a few players, but a couple in this segment. So, Matt, we're going to the Midwest City one. Let's go to the Midwest City one here. So we'll get that one on. We'll talk more about this one in a moment. Okay. So there we go, right there. Trying to get the right one on there, but we'll go ahead and mention this. This is a great part of the story, this picture here, because it's you and your assistant coach, DJ Walter, honoring a couple of fallen teammates. Where did you get the idea for that?
Honestly, I don't know, man. I think it's something I thought about all year long. If we was to make it there, that's what I was going to do, just to honor him, because I believe he's been a part of the success we had some way, somehow, spiritually. So
Players have.
I knew I wanted to show him love, and we just lost Juwan like a few weeks ago, and that was DJ's teammate. So I think we had to do it for them. Yeah,
so it's Cornell Neal you played with for 3 years, and then DJ, of course, was a player after you, and he played with Juwan Walker for 4 years.
Right.
So, and that was put on after you guys won.
Definitely.
So that made for a great story. All right, here's the players celebrating here, the trophy there. Let's go to the next picture. And there it is. So that's one of the best ones because you got the entire team in that banner. I don't know where that will be going, but it looks very nice. You guys had it with you at the pep rally. There's a close-up again, and then players celebrating here. Okay, there's Roy and your one of your team managers enjoying the moment.
Reem.
Yes. He was front and center at that pep rally, too.
Oh, yeah.
And there's Coach Bradley handing out some medals. I know you had to have quite a moment there with your senior Roy Henderson.
Yeah, man, that was a special moment, man. We've been through a lot this season.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it has paid off. So it was good to come out on top at the end.
There's Superintendent Dr. Rick Cobb of Middell hugging DJ. When you have a chance to hug the superintendent, you got to do it.
For sure.
Let's look at – there's you and Andy Collier. So was he the one who called you up and said, hey, we want to offer you the job, or was that Coach Hall? Or
it was all of them.
All of them, okay.
Hall, Andy, and Dr. Broyles.
Okay.
And Berger. So.
Well, they're loving that decision right now. Let's keep going here. And good crowd support in that game, too.
Oh, man, it was unbelievable, man. I think it was probably one of the best, honestly, man. They came out supported, from alumni to just the people in the community to student body. It was definitely big for Midwest City.
All right. More of the crowd support again. It was a Saturday afternoon game, and I don't have pictures of this, but I know they were supporting you guys as soon as you were leaving the campus. So, all right, let's talk to a couple of these players. Who do you got with us here?
I got Mason McKenzie Jr. And then Brandon Dixon, another junior.
Okay. Mason, good to talk to you. Brandon, to you as well. But Mason, what I noticed early on in the season, you took on the responsibility of guarding the other team's big guy a lot of the game, and you I liked how effective you were at technique, using your quickness, not making it easy for a guy that might be 4 to 5 inches taller than you. When did you know that was going to be your role with the team?
I kind of immediately knew. I mean, I'm always used to it. I'm always sticking to it. Just go out there and guard the biggest guy, do what I got to do. Don't matter how many points I have, just got to get my job and help the team win.
Do you like that challenge?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm never going to back down from the challenge. I've guarded 6'9", 7'1".
Yeah, yes, you did.
It doesn't matter what it is to me. I'm going to do it.
And when we say 6'9", that included the first round against Collinsville. Every stop you got against Zach Brown mattered in that game. What was it like going up against him?
Man, it was hard and tiring, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't stop him every play. I did the most I could.
Yeah.
Then we ended up switching later on in the game, which allowed me to recover and, go back to guarding when I had to.
What made this season so satisfying for you? Because, I mean, you were a big part of the team a year ago, and, losing record, you're a 16 seed that year, and this turnaround, that's what's going to get talked about a lot. What was it like for you to see it?
It was amazing, Even though we had a good coach, but we got Torrey back. A lot of seniors stepped up. A lot of juniors for sure stepped up. It was just a crazy feeling whenever we won it all, especially coming from the 6-win team where you're used to losing, used to being down on yourself, but then to be on the high side of everything, it was just amazing.
And Brandon, I've already overheard you've joined baseball now.
Yes, sir.
So you had a late game last night at Altus.
Yes, very late.
So I'm glad you're able to summon the strength to be here. What was the season like for you? I mean, again, the progression, from a team that's kind of forming at the beginning, getting Carl Sean Young used to things, different type of schedule, and then the tough games in the tournaments they played in and stuff like that. What was it like to watch the team progress?
It was very exciting. It was some nights where I felt like I could have contributed to the team, but I sat there and played my role the whole year.
Yeah.
Made my teammates better in practice, just kept my energy high like how I always have been. So it was a great season for me, man. I'm just glad and happy we was able to come out on top with it.
I want to piggyback. Sorry, I want to piggyback off of his role, man. Like he stepped up in games and was ready to go, and he had great practices and things like that. But like his role on the team was tremendous because like he worked hard every day, and if someone was slacking, whether he was a starter or not, he was going to get onto him. Not a lot of people does that, and they respected Brandon for that. So I think that was huge for our program.
Yeah, because you can't really emphasize that during the game, but what people don't realize is that's when most of the time you get better in practice, and you have to have a lot of bodies to do it, and you have to have guys like you meant to talk about Brandon, who's going to push the first teamer around, and that's an important role. And Brandon, what was practices like? Were they real intense?
Yeah, they were very intense. It was sometimes where it was like them running them 560s, us having to just talk to each other, make it through it, and just get it done. Because at the end of the day, we knew our coaches was making us better. And so it was 17s, long days.
Coming in on 10 sometimes.
Long days. But we was able to stick together and fight through it.
Jarvis, you feel I'm sorry, not Jarvis, he's not on yet. I meant Mason, my apologies.
Yeah.
Did you feel good about your conditioning in those games?
I felt amazing. I felt amazing. Running at the end of practice, you're already tired. You don't want to get down on yourself. End of the game situation, or the beginning of the game, just running, getting the styles, playing in transition. We love to do that. So, I never really got tired when we was in transition because we was already used to it.
All right, you brought your medal. What was it like when he said, the PA announcer, state champion Mason McKenzie?
It was unreal. We were always used to playing in big games, but never at that level. And to come out on top and see that he was going to be a part of our own history, Miller City history, it was just out of this world feeling. I can't describe it.
And, Coach, that had to be a very rewarding part, seeing the players realize, everything you were doing for them.
For sure, man.
What got that reward there at the end.
Nah, it's been crazy, man, because I've preached like things from when I first got the job. For example, having the best turnaround season Oklahoma's ever seen with winning 6 games the year before.
Yeah.
And for us to win that, like, that was some of the things that they would say. Like, we had the best turnaround. Like, that's something that the coach has been preaching all year.
Every day.
For the boys to be saying that, it's kind of a good feeling.
All right, Brandon, now you're with baseball. You bragging a little bit about your hardware? Saying, hey,
Yes,
I got
sir.
something here.
Yes, sir. They haven't heard it. They haven't heard, like, I've said it multiple times. I'm a state champ.
Yeah.
But it honestly hasn't set in with me. It's just I never thought I'd be at that stage and supporting my teammate to just seeing everybody happy. It made me happy. It was a very exciting moment.
All right, Coach, I don't know if you want to think about this yet, but I'm going to ask the players. What do you think about next year?
Oh, we running it back.
Yeah,
we're
we're
going back.
definitely. Yeah, we're
Okay.
ready. We're ready.
Got a good, strong young core of the
Yeah.
team. We trust everybody on the team. We know what we can do now. So
Yeah.
everybody got to be worried. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay, it's happened one other time. Middle City's gone back-to-back. I think it's 2000, 2001. So we'll see if you guys can be up to that task. That's the idea. It's the thrill of the hunt.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get a couple more players in and celebrate some more with the Midwest City Bombers, the latest Mid-Del State Championship team. We had Carl Albert football, Carl Albert swimming. Now it's Midwest City's turn to celebrate 5A state championship in boys basketball. And you're watching the Mid-Del Sports Report on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
One,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Red Plains Plumbing has been offering reliable commercial and residential services to the OKC metro area for over a decade. From new construction and remodeling to residential repair, they can handle jobs of all sizes. When you need a trusted name in plumbing, it's Red Plains Plumbing. Family owned and operated. Phone 405-769-1922. That's 405-769-1922.
All right, welcome back to the Mid-Del Sports Report. Of course, today's episode is all about celebrating the Midwest City boys basketball team, the latest state champion for Mid-Del. And we got some exciting players here with us, Deshaun Denson and Jarvis Nash. So, let's get right to it. Jarvis, your defensive performance against Booker T, and you had 10 points in that game. I mean, talk about the energy you had. What did it come from there?
It just came from being on the bench while I'm watching my guys, man. I knew once I had to get in, defense was going to win the game. I went in, did that, and I got points off of it.
And what's your mentality then on defense guarding the perimeter like that? You know, you just think you can get a deflection on every pass?
Man, I don't want nobody scoring on me. That's how I go into every game. I don't want nobody scoring on me. I don't want nobody scoring on the court in general. But if I'm guarding somebody, I know they're not scoring on me. So if somebody scores on the court, it's not going to be because of me. That's how I go into it.
To think he plays offense in football. All right, Deshaun. I mean, what a tournament you had. I mean, the Guthrie game, of course. You were clutch there. And then those 3 games, I mean, I don't remember what your numbers were, but it felt like you were just about automatic from the free throw line stuff. What do you attribute that to? Obviously, you're feeling pretty good going into those games, right?
Yeah, just trusting the work I put in. You said the free throws. That's something I work on every day a lot. But yeah, just trusting the work. You know, I was pretty confident going into the state tournament. I felt good. Shots was falling. We won.
Yeah, now the one free throw I remember you missing, it might have been the only one, was at the very end against Carl Albert. And I don't think you did it on purpose, but it seemed like it was it ended up being a good play for you guys.
No, I didn't do it on purpose. It rimmed in and out.
Right.
And then I think they got the ball and then passed it. Dude shot from the other free throw line, almost made it.
That was crazy.
Did that make you guys nervous that Steven Anderson heave?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, 'cause like where I was looking, it was like right on target.
Yep.
But he missed it, thankfully. So.
Well, again, all those close games at the end. Was there one in particular that you look back on as your favorite?
By far, probably Guthrie.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Double overtime game. KI game, crazy crowd. Yeah, that's probably my favorite one for sure.
Yeah, Jarvis, did you end up fouling out in that game?
Yes, I fouled out that game.
Yeah, well,
fourth with like 2 minutes left.
But you gave them your production before that point. So, and Deshaun, I mean, as a sophomore, well, Coach, let me ask you this about Deshaun. When did you first watch him play? Was it in AAU? Because I mean, you weren't here his freshman year.
Crazy story. Middle school.
Okay.
I was teaching at the middle school in 8th grade.
Right. Okay,
So
I remember that now. Yeah.
He was walking past my class every day, so I knew he had game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, and everybody talked about him at the middle school, so I had to check him out and could shoot the ball like crazy.
So. And what can you say about the season he had? I mean, because again, as a sophomore, he was so confident.
Yeah, man, and I heard from a lot of people he played like an old man. He's so poised. He get to his spots.
Mm-hmm.
He don't do too much. You know what I mean? It's real simple. And if he have to kind of do something else, he can do it. But he keeps it simple, man. So that's definitely big for him. Shooting 50, he shot 50% from 3 this year too. So I want to shout that out as a sophomore. So that's huge.
Deshaun, you have to feel like every shot you're taking is going in, then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't force them.
Oh yeah. I don't care if you force him.
Now, I may ask you about this again, Coach, but at the end of the Carl Albert game, another interesting thing happened. I remember Coach Bradley, who we may talk to, doing this. So Carl Albert made 3 free throws because, you know, things are never easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had the 4-point lead, and then I don't know what the refs were calling, but Roy got his hand in and he called that 3-point foul there. That was another almost.
Yeah.
Because that would have been crazy if it went in. And then I think, was it Brian or no, Deshaun inbounded it, but he threw it on the baseline to Brian.
Yeah, then we got it in.
Yeah, where they can't go for the steal, as I learned, because that happened against Edmond Memorial where there was a technical.
Mm-hmm.
But who's guarding Deshaun at that point? It's Marcus James, who's really not a guard,
right?
Really not a denial type player, even though he's a great athlete, obviously. And you got the ball to Deshaun that play. How'd that play come about?
That's something Bradley kind of drew up. He had it in his pocket. We also did it in the PCI tournament, and it worked out really well. So all we wanted to do was get the ball in bounds. We knew they was going to foul, and we got the ball to Deshaun Denson. So.
Now, do you have 3-point contests in practice at the end of practice against Roy and Carl Sheon and stuff like that?
Nah.
We got half-court
shots. We can have half-court shots as
half-court
competition.
Sure, because those come in handy all the time.
Never know what might happen.
Yeah. Jarvis, what was it like for you coming from football? That's mid-November. I don't know if you played football the year before, but so you decided to give it a shot. I remember. I'll never forget that touchdown you had against Lon MacArthur. So you had your moments for sure. But what was it like getting acquainted with this particular team, with these coaches?
Man, it was totally different. We did way more running than we did last year. So the first couple of things we ran, I was tired.
Yeah.
Laid out on the ground, ready to throw up and everything. But it was different. But it didn't take too long to adjust because I'm very coachable. So I'm not gonna quit or not try at anything. So anything he told me to do, I did, and I ain't talked back or anything. I just did it.
Yeah, because football conditioning is really not the same. You're not actually running as much.
Yeah, in football, you get like breaks after 10 minutes. And
right.
Basketball is up and down continuously.
But do you think that helped you when it came to your defense?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I've been a defensive player, but football made me way more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
It had my footwork totally different than my sophomore year.
All right. Well, let's get Caleb on. So one of you could hand the headsets to another state champion. So we have two on the table right now. They brought their medals. Deshaun
All right, Defensive Player of the Year.
and Jarvis.
I said, all right, Defensive Player of the Year.
All right. Yeah, that's right. Big
man.
game he had. All right, get to talk to Caleb Stevens again. Caleb, going to move the mic a little closer to your mouth. What was one of your favorite moments for you personally or otherwise during the state tournament, doing what you did on the campus of the University of Oklahoma?
Just walking into the center with my teammates, knowing we had a chance to win, and then versus Booker T when I took the charge late in the game.
Yep. I mean, then that mattered because, and that's the thing, Coach, you were talking to me about defensive rebounding. I mean, I asked you about it before the game against Booker T, and it was a bit of an issue in the first half. In the second half, you guys wasn't a problem because you're either taking charges or you got better at the skill there.
Man, it was huge, man. That's kind of the thing that we wanted to focus on going in was stepping up and taking the charge or defensive rebounds. That way we can get off in transition. So that was one of our main focuses because they're a good offensive rebounding team as well. So if we can cut that down, then we'll cut points down on their end.
Yeah. Caleb, talk about the season. You had the strides you made from the beginning of the season to right until now.
I would say I had a pretty good season. My coaches trusted me, and then it was great to play with some of my teammates, especially the seniors like Roy and Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I mean, what was that feeling like for you when they call your name and they say state champion Caleb Stevens?
It was like new to me because I'm only a sophomore. I got 2 more years left. Yeah, I get to play with DJ for 2 more years. Yeah.
That's right. DJ, how long are you going to wait before you shoot a basketball again? Or has it already started?
Yeah, it's already started.
Now
I got to transition to AAU, so I celebrated Saturday night, Sunday, but what's day?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
Monday.
It's easy to lose track. We had daylight savings and all that.
Yeah, so Monday I was right back to it. So.
When does the season start up there? Mid-March, or we're about mid-March? Later in the month?
About early April. We start practicing a couple weeks. So.
Okay. I can't wait to hear about you start talking, if you haven't already, to college coaches.
Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of college coaches. Seems like every day.
All right.
Somebody new.
What do you guys think about repeating next year?
That's the goal.
Yeah.
The standard is set high, man. So, and they know it now. They believe it. So we got to try to go back and get another one.
Caleb, you feel like, you have to be excited as a sophomore. You can come in next year with some of the seniors leaving and take on a bigger role.
Yes, sir.
You thinking about that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, can't wait to see that. So, congratulations to you guys, to Jarvis. You guys are state champions. And, of course, as I said on the air, and it's mentioned in the pep rally, it's been 17 years.
It's crazy.
Since Mississippi State boys can say that. They've had a lot of great teams since then, a lot of great teams. But that's the thing about it. Only one team can win. And you guys could have fallen short in any of those games, but you held up, and what a journey. So congratulations to you guys. And can't wait to see what you guys have in store for next season. Enjoy tonight. All right, so when we come back, we're going to talk to a couple of Coach Newell's assistant coaches. They're familiar faces to the program, no doubt, right here on the Middale Sports Report on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
One,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
All right, welcome back to the Middale Sports Report. Still celebrating the Midwest City Bombers 5A championship. All right, Coach Noel, let's talk about these fine young gentlemen we have with us here.
We got Coach Bradley. I'm sure y'all familiar with Coach Bradley. He coached at Midwest City a while back, not too long back, but he coached me. He coached my other assistant, DJ Walters. And he's now back as my assistant, which is still crazy to me. So.
Yeah, well, and he's the reason I got to Midwest City too. So, I mean, Coach Bradley, that'd be now that this has happened, you have to look back at that timing is really good. I mean, you know, you're at Noble for 3 years, but then you're ready to move on, and then this opens up.
Well, yes, timing is everything. And my time away from Midwest City, I mean, it wasn't basketball related. It's just I knew my time of retirement was close, and I needed to make more money. And it worked out, and then it definitely worked out with them hiring Torrey, and Torrey asking me to come back and help him in his first year. And it's been a privilege and honor, and it's been a good ride.
And talk about how this team progressed, because, I mean, you know, like I keep saying, they were breaking Carl Sean in November, which is pretty late to actually do that. And then, you know, you just don't know what you're going to get because of the team. It's a team that wasn't used to winning.
Well, I came and watched them play a couple times this summer, and you know there was ability there was talent there, but just to understand a lot of things, especially from a defensive standpoint. I think that as the year progressed, I mean they really understood and bought into the style of play, which was different than what they'd been doing the last couple of years. Defensively, I thought we got really good as the year went on. And then offensively, I mean, we just had so many guys that can make shots and make plays, and that got the trust of the players got better and better as the year went on.
And what's it like being an assistant coach? I mean, you used to do that before, but now you have all this wealth of head coaching experience to help out.
I mean, it's been different. I mean, 'cause I'm kind of a control guy, but it's been it's been probably the easiest thing I've ever done, to be honest with you. Just showing up at the gym and helping out however I can, and you know, Torrey, you know, he allows me to interject and do things that you know he knows that I'm naturally able to do. But it's very relaxing on the bench. I'm probably the most relaxed I've probably ever been, and it's been, I mean, for this stage of my career, it's been really good.
Yeah. Oh, could you be relaxed these last 4 games? I mean, Guthrie double overtime.
Well,
Collinsville 1-point win, Carl Albert 2-point win, Booker T 3-point win. Were you still relaxed?
Well, yes, until the last 2 minutes of the game, and then you start kind of have to figure some stuff out. But I mean, I just think it's been really good for me to be relaxed, being the older guy and probably more experienced and stuff like that, to keep everybody on the same page. And I mean, Torrey, I mean, the coaching staff itself is really good. You know, and it's fortunate to have that for Torrey Say. I mean, the head coach, it's a big thing. But it's been relaxful until the last 2 minutes of each game, and but that's the great thing about this ride. It's been great because of that.
Well, I'll never forget in the Carl Albert game, when you had to throw the ball in, and you as Coach Noel said, there was a play I remember you running against Edmond Memorial 5 years ago, and that got a technical foul, so that was really good. But just the way you got Deshaun open, and I know that's something you've had probably with you for a while, I'm assuming.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, ever since we dropped that tough game, in 2013, trying to figure out some other things we could have done it's different than what people kind of assume, and to be able to do that, there's different aspects of it. In the case against Carl Albert, we were able to get the ball in our best free throw shooter's hands. I thought at that time, and that was an easy way to do it because I think you said a while ago he's being guarded by a post guy, which is not going to be able to keep him from catching the ball.
Exactly.
And so we did a great job of getting it, and I think we did it again. The other day almost, and Roy kicked the ball. He got fouled before he had a chance to throw it ahead to Deshaun, which would have been run the clock out. They fouled him before. So, there's things that work and experience and stuff. And like I said, Torrey, he lets me draw some of those things up because he trusts.
And DJ, when did you even know? I know you were asked to be an assistant coach kind of late in the summer.
Yeah.
When did you start thinking about coaching at all, though? Was that even on your radar?
So it was really not like this time last year. I was playing college basketball, so my season had ended, and I was going to the state tournament, watching basketball, and heard that the news that Torrey got the Midwest City job. And I already heard the news that he had applied for it, that he could possibly get it. And so I was just thinking, I was like, okay, I'm hoping he gets it. And so once I got the news that he got it, I think I texted him that night and congratulated him. And I was like, hey, congratulations, big bro. I was like, if you need some assistance, I said, just let me know, because I'm available. And so he hit me that night, and he was just like, okay, I think I might do that. And so the next day, I think I saw Coach Bradley at the tournament at the state tournament and talked to him about it. And he's like, call Torrey. And I was like, I've already texted him. And so Torrey hit me back that next day and was like, I think we're going to rock with it. And so he hired me around state tournament time or a little bit after state tournament.
So it was the teaching job that came late then.
So the teaching job came probably like 3 days after he had told me he was going to bring me on. One of the teachers, Amber Gorman at the school, she had texted me and was just like, we have a history teaching position opening. If you want it, it's yours. And so,
I don't know why I thought it was late. I remember your name being said like after we got there. But now, Coach Noel, do you get to use his remarkable preaching skills to see?
All of it. He prayed before every game. So.
And it's impressive.
Yeah. And that, going to Oklahoma Christian, you put in your time and you really developed as a good speaker there. What was it like coaching this group, though? I mean, it had to be rewarding before you got to the state tournament, right?
Oh, yes. It was rewarding the whole entire journey. Just being on the other side of things. Like I said, a year ago I was playing college basketball. And so just being on the other side of things, seeing what, the coaches I've had, Coach Bradley, AAU Coach Rod Kendrick, which he's an assistant at PC. Just seeing what they have done and being on that side where they've been, coaching me and things like that. And being on the other side, it was just a very surreal moment. And being back in Midwest City, it just doesn't get any better than that. And seeing the development of the young men that's on the team, it was fun to watch all year.
Well, and we're about to trade off here. Before we do, we're going to show some pictures, guys, and to Coach Walter and Coach Bradley, you can't really see it, but we'll describe it for you. So once again, Coach Walter, what did it mean for you to honor Juwan like that? I mean, and how did that – I asked Coach Noel about it already. How did that come about, you wearing his jersey after the game?
Yeah, so during the morning of the state championship game, Torrey had on his late teammate's jersey, Cornell Neal. And so he had just asked me, he was like, you want to go get Juwan's jersey that he wore? And so I was like, for sure. And so I went in there and just got his jersey. And so I think it was just a sweet moment to honor those two, our late teammates, who in the past 17 years of Midwest City's drought was on very good teams. very good teams.
State teams.
State teams. And so, and not only, just good basketball players, but good young men off the court as well. I think, Midwest City community was hurting with those two passing away. And I think it was just a very sweet moment for me and Coach Noel to honor those two.
And Coach Bradley, that'd be cool to you to see because they were your players. I know they meant a lot to you.
Oh, yes. They meant a whole lot. I think, I think that those two doing that I thought was fantastic because both of those, like in Cornell's Neal, he had a chance. He was part of that 2013 team that fell short. Juwan was a fantastic teammate, fantastic kid. I thought that honor was absolutely amazing.
And he was on the 2017 team that beat Trey Young in the area, so another really good team. Let's show some more pictures here. There's Coach Bradley holding the trophy. That had to be you had to get a kick out of holding that at different times, Coach. Let's look at another one there. Okay, so I want to talk about this one here. This is you hugging your wife after the game. Talk about that moment.
Well,
because I know she does a lot for you and does a lot for Midwest City basketball.
She's been on the bench with me my whole career as far as keeping score. So, she's seen a lot of great moments and some tough ones also. So, for us to be able to do that was very special and pretty emotional also. Excuse me. But she's just part of. Our family our family itself is very close and sports oriented. So that was a great moment.
All right, let's show the last picture here, man. And when we do, we can go ahead and trade off here. But here's the 5 coaches with Coach Bradley holding the trophy and Coach Noel. That'd be fun. That you had to really have an appreciation for your coaches after all that.
Yeah, man, it's been crazy, man. Like just thinking about the whole thing, man. Like you can't really put it into words. You know what I mean? Like it's been a crazy year, up and downs. But just finishing on top like that is like it's hard to describe, man. Like last time we was in that game, Coach Bradley was the coach.
Yep.
Cornell was playing. You know what I mean? So for us to go ahead and win state 11 years later, it's like I can't even explain it. It's big time.
Let's bring in Coach Denson here for one of the two sitting at the end. We don't want to forget about him. Not an alumni, former coach, but still a big part of this program. All right, so we have Deshaun Denson Sr. Is that accurate?
That's it.
Okay, well, and I know you began as assistant coach last year, correct?
Yes,
so you
sir.
saw the rough times the younger team had, and then, then some things change, obviously. What was it like watching the growth of that team and the players that came back, including your son, Deshaun, to this team?
It was amazing, really.
Yeah.
I mean, just to see how they were beginning of last year to the end of this year, I mean, it's drastic change, night and day.
Did you coach a lot of the JV games?
I did.
So you were implementing the system then a lot?
Trying to.
Yeah.
Did a great job, man.
Yeah. Do you
Being yourself.
feel more comfortable going forward with that?
Of course.
Yeah. And then when we got off the air, your son said, I wasn't even born the last time Midwest City won a state title.
Crazy.
It was not.
That is crazy. But that would be a thrilling moment. We don't have a picture of it, unfortunately, but I bet you and your son, Deshaun, had a really wonderful embrace after that.
We did, but it's crazy because, I mean, we worked so long for this that moment, and for it to actually been this quick, it's surreal. Because, I mean, I thought, really, by junior year, senior year, we have a chance. But to actually be in the moment and there, embracing him and the way he played this, I mean, through this whole playoffs, it was like, hey.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, was it nerve-wracking for you to watch him shoot all those big free throws?
Not the free throws. The free throws,
you're good with those.
He's been winning games at the free throw line since he was in the 3rd grade.
Okay.
I mean, we had a big game in Dallas against the Houston Hoops, and he went to the line and made 4 free throws, and you would have thought it was the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
How the crowd was yelling and screaming and wanting him to miss, and he stepped to the line and made 4 straight like it was nothing. So I was expecting him to make it. So anytime he missed, that's when I'm like, oh, what happened? He missed?
Same way.
So
I chew him out for not shooting the basketball. So.
Yeah. Well, but the rest of it then. those close games had to be a little.
The rest of it is a little different.
Yeah.
Turnovers, crazy shots, and just chaotic play at times. That's what's stressful and bad calls.
I mean, DJ, when you got these games going on, again, double overtime, 1-point win, 2-point win, 3-point win, in order of that, what do you do? What do you like to do with talking to the players? And
so usually in our rotation, I'm the last coach that's sitting by the players, and so anytime they're coming to the bench, I'm just kind of keeping it in their ear. Yeah, just kind of keeping it in their ear and just saying like, "Hey, calm down. Either you gonna get back in, or if you fouled out, like I'm just trying to tell them like that Guthrie game. We had 5 players foul out, and I was just telling them like, listen, we're gonna need your energy off the bench. Like you got to stay in the game. And so I just kind of keep their heads cool when they come over there. And really just, like I said, make sure that they're engaged into the game at all times.
That's huge too, man. That's the things I don't see, because I'm up coaching. But like that stuff right there is, you can't not have that. So they do a great job at that, man. And at times I look back and I don't even know what I'll be saying. Sometimes I know it'll be reckless, but man, they've been great, man. So.
Yeah, well, Coach Stinson, you got here last year when Corky McMullen hired you. What was what were you doing before then?
I was coaching at Cassidy.
Okay.
I was coaching 7th and 8th grade at Cassidy.
Okay, very good. And what do you guys think about next year?
Run it back.
Repeat.
It's something we got to run it back.
Yeah, DJ, you agree?
What did Drake say? Back to back.
Back to back.
Back to back. Back to back.
Back to back. That'll be a goal. All right, well, guys, thanks for coming on. So we're going to talk. We're going to try to talk to more players. We're going to go to them. They're kind of in the back there, so we'll see how that works. It may be a bit of an adventure, but we want to show you real quick the card for Midwest City boys basketball fundraising. I mean, they won state, but, they don't get paid for it, so other than their salaries. For the program, you can still come here. They're bringing some guys and show them this card to this Buffalo Wild Wings in Del City. Between now and March 31st, and Midwest City boys basketball will receive 10% of the proceeds. And, Coach, thanks for bringing this trophy. It is amazing to look at. I dare not touch it, but, man,
the boys been
it's a shiny trophy. And,
over it, so.
Yeah.
This is my first time being this close to it.
Really?
Yes.
See, that's crazy.
We're in a picture with it, but, maybe not quite that close. Yeah, so congratulations to you guys. Again, the thrill has to be there, so great to see. And, again, we're going to try to talk to more players here in a moment. You're watching the Mid-Dale Sports Report on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Red Plains Plumbing has been offering reliable commercial and residential services to the OKC metro area for over a decade. From new construction and remodeling to residential repair, they can handle jobs of all sizes. When you need a trusted name in plumbing, it's Red Plains Plumbing. Family owned and operated. Phone 405-769-1922. That's 405-769-1922.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes, call Rob and Will.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
All right, welcome back to the Middale Sports Report on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're going to talk to more players from Midwest City Boys basketball here, starting with one of their seniors, Brian Williams. Brian, you have to really like your decision to come back to basketball right now, right?
Yes, sir. It was a blessing in disguise. Early on, it was shaky, but, we ended up pulling through in state, so.
I thought one of your key games was, if I'm not mistaken, against, was it Carl Albert, or where you hit a three in the fourth quarter, made a three-point play, and you also helped trick them with that inbounds play to DJ. What can you say about your fourth quarter in that game?
I was just playing for the team. They got me open to hit a clutch three in the corner, and I knocked it down. All props to the team.
And you've already rejoined the baseball team, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you had that long game at Altus. Now, he told me he was bragging to the team, saying he's a state champ. Are you bragging any to the baseball team?
No, sir. That's all Brandon. I let him have all the trolling and all of that. I let him have it.
So Brandon Dixon is bragging, but not yet you. Okay, but what do you think you can take with you from this season? Just because your last season playing basketball, but you're going out as state champion. What do you think you can take that with you? What can you take with you to the rest of your baseball career or whatever you do in life?
Showing grit and determination. Like, we went into halftime down 15, just being able to, work through all the ups and downs of that game. I feel like that'd be good for me in the future.
All right, there was a lot of drama there, but you guys came through. Congratulations again on being a state champion.
Thank you.
Okay, I want to go over here to another senior, Roy Henderson. I was wondering when we could talk to you, Roy. Okay, so Roy, against Guthrie, you weren't in the starting lineup, but there was a moment where they had to rely on you because of all the players fouling out, and then you hit the go-ahead three in that second overtime. Just talk about that game and how you persevered as an individual and as a team.
Me personally, I ain't like the decisions, but it is what it is. My teammates was, keeping my head high and just,
What was it like playing in overtime? Because you were fresh compared to some of your players, right? And some of Guthrie's players, because they weren't that deep.
Yes, sir. It was good because we was able to outrun them. Me and Mark Jackson and everybody else that didn't get fouled out. Brandon Dixon and yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the game against Collinsville. So you got the inbound when the game was tied late. Was the call to go to you?
No, but you know what I do, so.
Yeah, what you do is you got bumped. Well, that was a good foul call, though, right?
Yep.
Okay. Were you at all nervous? Because at this point, there's 3 seconds. You're shooting free throws, 2 or 3 seconds, and game's tied. What was you feeling like making that first free throw?
It ain't no pressure because, obviously when I go to college, I'm going to be in the same position, so it really wasn't no pressure.
Okay, you probably don't know this, but I was on the air saying that after you made the first one, you should have missed the second on purpose. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that was your intent, but it worked out great.
It was. Okay. I had it in my head, like, if I would have made it, they would have got it out of bounds, then passed it to the big man, and if we would have fouled, then, yeah.
Just talk about the state tournament, those 3 games, because you were there at the end making shots throughout. You made the clinching free throws against Booker T to force him to have to shoot a 3. How do you feel about your game there?
Shoot, it was just surreal. Like, just being there, being in that atmosphere, knowing, like, this is how it's going to be next year and a couple of years for me. So it was just surreal. And then with the teammates, with the guys that I love, you know what I'm saying? So.
What was it like getting the trophy? You're the one that got the trophy first, and you got to show it to the fans. Just talk about what that was like.
It was so surreal, and it felt so good because we worked hard for this, and we finally got it.
All right, it's true. You and Mason to your left, your cousins.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do you guys play a lot of 1-on-1 growing up?
Yeah, we did. He used to true story. He used to be better than me, but then sophomore year that summer I blew up, and now he can't mess with me.
Well, Mason, you're only a year behind. There's still time for you to catch up, right?
Yeah, there's always time. There's always room for growth, and who knows? Maybe I'll be better than him one day. See how the ball goes. See how the ball goes.
All right. Well, Roy, congratulations on going out as state champion. I know based on how things went last year, that has to be quite a thrill that you guys did what you did.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's keep going on here. Who we got? Let's see. There's Carl Sheon. Okay. I've already interviewed him quite a bit after the game, but I got to talk to him some now. Carl Sheon, what was Coach Noel during the pep rally said you won what again? Was it District Player of the Year?
Yeah, it was MVP. It was all district MVP.
Okay, and again, talk about how you and you had to persevere some foul trouble in a couple games, but we've asked you about that. But you seem very comfortable shooting at Lloyd Noble. I don't know if you'll get a play there because Bedlam basketball is kind of on hiatus, but what do you feel like shooting on that court?
I just trust in my work and my confidence. That's really it.
And just again, what's the value of getting this experience? I mean, what was it like the moment you found out you guys were going to win the state title when the buzzer goes off? Can you describe the feeling of jubilation?
It was surreal, but at the end of the day, I just wanted. If I wasn't gonna do it by myself, so I had all these guys around me, my teammates and stuff, all them. That's really what it's about. It's about them. So.
All right, let's talk one more thing about your teammates, and then I'll move on here. That did definitely happen in the Guthrie game, for example, and you unfortunately you fouled out, and your team was able to come back and then ride the storm over and over again. What was that like on the bench, seeing that happen?
It was exciting. Cause, I knew that whenever that number get called, they was gonna step up. So it wasn't really a surprise to me, but I'm glad they got the job done.
All right, I'm gonna let you eat the good Buffalo Wild Wings food, but congratulations again.
Thank you.
Okay, here we got Coach Walter, and who we got over here is, state your name and what year you are.
Anthony Dixon, 2026.
Okay, so you're a sophomore, Anthony. What was this season like for you?
It was good. It was great. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know.
Well, but it had to be rewarding. Think about all the practices you were in where your team got better, right? And now you see the result at the end, and that had to be thrilling, right?
Yeah.
All right, congratulations on your state championship here. Okay. And who we got here?
Ryan Holloway.
Roy Holloway?
Ryan Holloway.
Okay, what year are you?
26.
Okay. What was this season like for you?
Oh, I was injured the whole season, but like, from what I was getting good reviews on how they was playing, though, they was playing really good.
Oh, okay. So you'll be good next year, though, right?
Yeah, I'll be good next year. Mm-hmm.
And what type of game will you bring to the team next year?
Oh, I'm gonna humble everybody, on defense and all that. Yeah.
Humble everyone on defense. I look forward to watching it. All right, but thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I definitely got to talk to this guy. This is one of the team managers, right? What's your name?
Kareem.
And Kareem, what made you want to be a team manager?
Well, I've grown up with these boys half of my life, really, and seeing them grow up with me and seeing them play basketball, it just made me want to be closer to them and see what they become in playing basketball, being basketball.
What was it like for you to see this team develop into a state champion?
It feels great because last year we didn't really have a pretty good record, and Roy was the leader last year. Him having to step up in that role really, kind of caused a lot of things. But now since Story come in, Roy's growing as a leader. Having C come on our team, help us out. Brian coming back, Jarvis stepping up. It just all helped out overall.
Are you looking forward to next year?
Oh, for sure. But I'm a senior.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes, sir. So next year I'll be at OSU, managing a team, hopefully.
All right. Well, I hope you get to do that, and be sure you come back from time to time and let's talk.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Almost everybody here got Jarvis with his medal. All right, what's your name, sir?
Mario Jones.
Demario. Okay, so and what year are you?
25.
25, so you're junior. Okay, so Demario, what was most fun? What did you enjoy most about this state tournament here?
Winning the games, seeing all my guys happy and everything.
All right, and you already got your medal in a secure place?
Yes, sir. Right in my bag.
All right, well, congratulations on that, and we look forward to watching you next year. Okay. Hold on, is this Mark?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to talk Mark. You had a big three in that game against Booker T, right? What can you say about your play there?
Nothing, just knocking down the open shot, really, and just trying to play my role.
You have to be thrilled with how things worked out for you coming here from Edmond Santa Fe, right?
Yes, sir. Big turnaround for me, really big turnaround.
Okay, and of course, you're a junior. You'll get a chance to expand your role next year, right? What can we hope to see from you next year?
Definitely some more on-ball action, and then definitely knocking down more open shots and just playing my role and being there to help the team.
All right, congratulations on a well-deserved medal, and we look forward to seeing you next year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, two more guys. This battery's about to come out here. Okay, what's your name?
Braden Dodu.
And Braden, talk about what was most rewarding for you this season.
Man, I just played my role, man. Made it to state.
Yes.
You know, I just played my role. Been dealing with adversity all season. My team's been working real hard. We put in brick by brick. It's a process, man. Really been working. Yeah, you know, we played in the last game of the season, like we said we was, and I'm just happy for that.
All right, congratulations to you. And who we got here?
Keelan Jenkins.
And Kenny, what was most rewarding to you about the season?
Boy, oh boy, where do I start? Teammates, bro, family, really. That's what really started it. Coming in together, putting in the work every day. Like when my teammates say here, brick by brick, practices, events, fundraisers, we just stay together. And I really think that's why we won it.
I'm glad you're together for this fundraiser / celebration. Congratulations on a very good season.
Thank you.
All right, more to come on the Middale Sports Report.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes.
Call Rob and Will.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
All right, welcome back to the Middale Sports Report. We're not done talking to state champions, but we are going to switch sports and switch high schools. So, again, to recap how fun this year has been, we have celebrated a state championship for Carl Albert football, Carl Albert swimming, Midwest City basketball, and then we got 2 state champions from Del City Wrestling here. We got Liam Dagger Daniels and DeAndre Debo Buttram. All right, how you guys doing?
Doing great.
Have you guys done any type of wrestling training? Because it's been like 2.5 weeks since you won your state title, right? Have you stayed out of the gym in the last 2.5 weeks, or what have you been doing?
I took a week off of wrestling, but still lifting, and now I'm back to wrestling full time again.
Okay, DeAndre, what about you?
Took a couple weeks off, but went to my first freestyle and Greco practice today, actually.
Yeah, I saw your coach talk about that on Facebook some. What's that season like?
Freestyle?
Yeah, like when do you start practicing? When do you have your matches and stuff?
It's pretty open, really. It's kind of a lot more looser. Not really a defined season. I mean, there's defined dates national qualifiers and everything, but practice starts anywhere from a few weeks after to after spring break is usually where it starts. And there's like I said, there's a few events like April kind of qualifying events, April, early May, and then July is where a lot of the national stuff is.
Okay, so let's show our first picture. This is proof that the DeAndre won first because he's number 43 for Del City, winning state titles at 175 pounds. And let's show another picture. Now, DeAndre, you may not be able to see it very well, but this is you, I guess. Was this after you won where you're tackling your coach?
Yeah.
What can you say about that moment?
That was incredible. It felt really good to win that and pin my way through that bracket. Felt nice.
Let's talk about your season, okay? So you're coming from football, correct?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought I saw you were, but
the past 2 years I've been focusing on wrestling.
Just wrestling, okay. But I do remember you won the first place at the Carl Albert tournament. I forgot what it was called for a second. I'll try to come.
Malcolm Wade.
Malcolm Wade Invitational, yeah. And your match did not, if I'm not mistaken, your match didn't take very long, right?
No,
first
not
place.
really.
So I remember we were trying to get you on, and it's the first time we ever done wrestling on the Oklahoma Sports Network, and it was like, what? It's already ended? What's that like when you're wrestling for first place? The guy you're going up against, he's no joke, and yet you're able to bring him down fairly quickly. What can you tell us about that? And I'm sure that's been a theme for you this season, correct?
Yeah. Usually first place matches, you're expecting a pretty tough match, but this season it's been pretty, I wouldn't say easy, but not as hard as last year. I've progressed a lot better in my technique, so.
Yeah, so, and you said technique. I was going to ask, what do you attribute that to when you're able to, dominate another good wrestler like that? What's gotten better for you?
My technique's definitely gotten a lot better since he came in and became my practice partner. And then I outstrengthed a lot of my opponents.
Yeah. Was there ever a particular match where you impressed yourself? You can brag. Don't feel like you can't brag here. I know people like humility, but, I say just.
No, not really.
No.
There's been a few matches where, at
state finals.
Yeah, state finals.
Okay, we're going to get to that here for sure. So to win state, you got to qualify.
Yeah.
And that weekend, which is over the course of 2 days, it's a Friday, Saturday, or does it start on Thursday for some?
Yeah, it's Friday, Saturday.
Okay, so how many matches is that total for you?
Regionals, I believe, is
4 or 5.
4 or 5, yeah. 4 or 5 matches, and then state is 3.
3, so the top 8.
Yeah.
They advance. And just take us through then, how those matches went for you, ending with the championship.
Most of them at regionals were pretty easy. We're on the east side of the regional, which is, the easier side, I guess you could say. And then state, the first 2 matches were pretty light, and then the finals match was probably my toughest match. out of regionals and state.
But when you go into it, you're obviously very confident. Was there at what point did you be like, okay, I got this. I'm gonna win?
When I got the first takedown, on the edge, I think that's when I was like, okay, this isn't too hard.
All right. And Liam, we did talk to you beforehand. You came over from Edmond North.
Yes, sir.
And we talked to you, I guess, I may have been the Wednesday before, I don't remember, but it was pretty close to it. So we already got a bit of a background about you and your experiences here with Del City. And we asked you, but I guess you've won your share of first places as well. So heading into this state tournament, talk about your journey, and let's go and show the picture. By the way, so that's a good place to start. So he's number 44, winning in the 190 class, and you can see the nickname Liam Dagger Daniels. First of all, where'd you get the name Dagger?
Man, I don't know. It's something with our coaches. They just decided to give us nicknames. Like they're trying to make the duels a little bit more interesting. So that's just something they did. I don't think there's really too much behind it. Just kind of flows off the tongue nice.
Do you think that nickname will stick with you, though?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it carries over to college. But, yeah.
All right, let's look at the picture. Last picture. There he is. Is this coming off your first place?
Yeah, I was after finals.
Okay. Talk about the feeling there, knowing you climbed the mountain and you're on top.
Man, surreal, really. I'll be honest, going into it, I didn't think it was going to feel as good just because I feel like coincidentally right when I moved to 5A, a lot of the 190 people moved weights. But and I was like, man, it's not even going to feel as good or whatever, but it felt just as good as if I beat anybody. Like, it was an amazing feeling, just really indescribable.
Yeah, and I bet, that has to stay with you for a while, right? Just staying your state champion, and, I'm sure you got recognized at different places at Del City High School or other places. So, what's the aftermath been like?
It's been pretty cool. It follows you around a little bit. Like, I think you're not going to go walking down the street and you're going to get crowded. But, I was at Big 12 championships for college. And I got stopped by a guy. He's like, hey, you're that guy from Del City that came from North. Just won. Congrats. It's pretty cool to be recognized like that. And, and that's just one of the many things I think are cool about it. It's really just an amazing experience.
And DeAndre, the same for you in the last 2.5 weeks?
I actually got recognized 2 days ago at the store, surprisingly.
Very good.
Yeah. So
maybe the hair was part of it.
Yeah. Actually.
How long have you had that very light brown hair?
Since state, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. DeAndre asked, Liam brought this up. I don't remember how it came up. But when we talked to him here a few weeks ago, talked about the value that he was sparring with you.
Yeah.
And you mentioned a moment ago him coming over Christmas and you can spar with him. How have you guys made each other better?
There was some mistakes in technique that I had that he helped me adjust, and that helped me out incredibly. It was really good. And
Liam, I imagine that if you go up against DeAndre, that prepares you for anyone you're going up against in the state.
Exactly, and I think that's what helped us the most. Coming from North, I had pretty good partners, but I also had another state champion, two best in the state right here.
Yep.
But it just helps to, and I feel like we both wrestle pretty similarly, pretty high paced, and I think that helps us to see it from another angle and just feel confident going out there. If we know we can take each other down, we're going to be able to take anyone else down.
So you're a senior?
Yes, sir.
Well, both your seniors. Yeah. I would think winning a state title, that in itself would alert college coaches that they want you to part of the program. Has there been any process of finding where you're going to go to college and wrestle?
Yeah, I am in the process of committing. I'll keep it silent for now. Yeah, but that'll come out in the next few weeks. But state gave a little bit, but honestly, it was just building better relationships with colleges already. They're like, okay, well, now he's a state champion. That sounds good on a resume when you're trying to bring a guy in. But, all the coaches have been awesome, and I think the place I'm going to end up will be pretty good for me. So
now, where? Or you could choose. Okay, so where. You just want to wait for the right time to announce it.
Yeah.
All right, Phil, you're invited to come here and announce it in a few weeks.
Okay, maybe I will.
Wednesday night. DeAndre, what about you? I can't imagine you wouldn't be desired to wrestle in college.
I went on a couple visits not too long ago. I'm thinking about a couple places, but we'll see how that goes.
But you might hope you're hoping to make a decision sometime later in the spring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, make sure your coach lets us know where you're going. Like hopefully he'll put it on Facebook, and then I'll be interested to see how you guys do because I know that you have a lot. There's a lot of wrestlers that wanted what you got, so it's very competitive. So to win something that is so coveted says a lot about what you guys are able to do. So, and what can you say about, he's not here, so you guys can really say some things about your coach. I know you have to have a special relationship with him if you're going to tackle him after you win.
Yeah.
Coach Shaver.
He's a fantastic coach, actually. Sometimes he does get on my nerves,
Well, good. I mean, coaches are supposed to sometimes.
That's how it's supposed to be. But
yeah,
he works us hard, runs us a lot, gets us prepared, and, well, turned out for the best.
All right, and Liam, you've only been with him for a few months. What can you say?
Man, it's been really good for me. I've had in the past, I've moved around a good amount. I've had a lot of great coaches, and Shaver's been added to that list. I think the biggest thing he's helped me with is just finding mentally where I need to be in my head and in my cardio and everything. Just some aspects where I probably wasn't as strong, and even physically, but just more mentally. He helped me a lot with that, especially over winter break. He got me right. But
and you guys feel like, cause since you're departing, that the future of Del City Wrestling is really bright right now?
Yeah. No, I think going to be making some noise. Got some good up-and-comers. I think we're going to do just as good, if not better, next year at State. I think us two will be replaced, and plenty of more people are coming up through the junior high, and we're going to be just fine.
You agree, DeAndre?
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think these next few years we're gonna make some noise. Okay,
well, like I said, we love talking to state champions. So, guys, we had to get you in. I'm so glad you're able to make it, even though it's been a few weeks. But
yes,
you know what? It's not too late to do that. So, congratulations again on representing Del City and Mid-Del very well. And like I said, I look forward to following what's next for you guys for sure. So, again, state champions, what it's all about here at Buffalo Wild Wings for the Mid-Del Sports Report. We're about to sign off. I cannot wait to try their new flavor for their wings, honey parmesan. What a combination. And so I want to thank the Midwest City Boys basketball team for coming. I want to thank these two wrestlers for coming. And that's going to close the door on the winter sports season. Spring sports have already started, but we'll really start to cover it after spring break, so there will be no show next week. Again, the fundraisers for Midwest City Boys basketball, Del City Wrestling, and all the other winter sports is still active until March 31st. So, hey, if you have spring break off, be sure to come by and support your favorite Mid-Del winter sports program. But starting in April, we're going to open up new ones for Mid-Del spring sports. Baseball will be the sport we cover the most on the network as far as showing the games, but we hope to also bring to light some of the exciting track athletes, some of the exciting tennis athletes, soccer and golf as well. And again, that will pick up in 2 weeks when we bring back the Mid-Del Sports Report right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.